Day 1, I spawned into a savanna biome as a lion cub. One day, I'm gonna be king. Just then, a sinister-looking saber-tooth emerged and told me that,
as of today, I, Slash, am the new king of the Pride Lands. I decree that in 100 days I will release my hyena army to feast on all the animals of the kingdom.
But what happened to the old king? I can't remember anything. On day 2, I was alone and confused. I didn't know what to do until suddenly a hyena scampered up to me.
Ooh, if it isn't a little kitten.
I'm not a kitten. I'm a lion.
Really? All I see is dinner.
The mutt lunged at me with their powerful jaws, and I had to defend myself. The two of us fought back and forth, but as a lion cub, I only had 5 hearts. I needed to be careful. I was able to put up a fight, but they were too powerful to beat. I fought until I couldn't anymore, and fled with my life.
Scamper off, little kitty.
After my narrow escape, I took shelter under one of the trees, but I felt chilled to the bone. How am I supposed to become king like this? Everything is trying to eat me. On day 3, I fell asleep and found myself in a strange new realm. Where am I? Suddenly, I was visited by a strange lion.
You are in the dream realm. I am here to remind you of your past. Please pay attention. These memories are vital for your survival. It was a bright early morning, and the sun rose over the savanna landscape. Animals from all around the Pride Lands redirected their gaze towards something extraordinary. It was our home, also known as Pride Rock.
That's a lot of people.
It is okay, my son. Our people simply wish to meet you.
It is my honor to present the new prince of the Pride Lands.
All this fanfare for a cub. I should have stayed home today.
Wait, I'm a prince? And you're my dad?
Yes, my boy.
But what happened? Where are you? And why is Slash the king?
I will return more of your memories once you learn the 5 qualities of being a good king. Good luck, Max.
Without another word, I woke up under the tree from the day before. Why is my dad visiting me in my dreams? Where is he? I have to learn how to be a good king so I can find out more. On days 4 through 7, I knew I needed some tools if I was going to survive long enough to become a king. I began by punching down some nearby trees, gathering the wood, and making a crafting bench to assemble a wooden pickaxe. Time to grab some stone. I quickly mined some nearby stone to then use for crafting stone tools. After a bit of traveling, I reached a jungle biome and decided to make it my new home. This looks like a perfect spot to live. I quickly made a little makeshift shelter to keep myself safe from those dangerous hyenas. This'll have to do for now, but all of that work sure did make me hungry. Time to hunt. I then searched for some prey I could potentially gobble up. It wasn't long until I found a herd of sheep. Perfect. With my lion instincts, I leaped forward and attacked the sheep. I am a lion! Hear me roar! I managed to snag lots of meat in the process and also a few pieces of wool as well. With a hungry belly, I used any extra cobblestone I had to make a furnace to cook up my meat. While it heated up, I used the wool I gathered to make myself a bed. Looks comfy. No time to sleep though. It's dinner time. I scarfed out my food and instantly transformed into an adult lion. With that, I gained 10 hearts. Whoa! Nice! I'm looking more and more like a king each day. Roar! Feeling a bit exhausted, I knew I wanted to take a little cat nap.
I'm sleepy.
Just as I was about to climb in bed, a little monkey ran up to me.
Hey, big guy.
Huh? What?
I need your help. My friend was taken by hyenas.
Oh no! Say no more! Lead the way! On days 8 through 11, I followed the little monkey to an area where hyenas had a hog trapped in a cage.
We're eating good tonight, boys.
Hey, pick on someone your own size.
Oh, you're that cub from the other day. Looks like the kitten has gotten some claws. Sick 'em, boys.
Without hesitation, they rushed to me, full speed ahead. Using my sharp claws, I knocked them away. They started chasing Simone, but I had my own problems to deal with before I could help them out. They had numbers, but with my new size, I was able to overpower them. I'm not the same little cub I used to be. After I finished off the 2 that were attacking me, I went to Simone's aid and defeated the remaining hyenas.
Boombi, you're okay.
I missed you. Thank you for saving me, mister.
I'm Max.
Ah, Max. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Boombi, and that's Simon.
It's pronounced Simone. Anyways, ever since Slash became king, those hyenas have been off the rails.
I'm looking to take him down. Do you want to team up?
Sure, we'd love to.
On days 12 through 15, I returned to my base to make Boombi and Simone their own rooms. I started by chopping down the jungle tree behind my house to make some room. Now I can really start expanding the place. After that, I started building out the rooms with the wood I had cut, designing them to match the rest of the base.
This looks great. Thank you, Max.
No worries. Anything for a fellow animal friend.
So what do you plan to do to stop Slash?
Slash? Oh, well, first I need to learn the 5 things that make me a good king.
A good king helps his people, so get helping.
Huh, that sounds like a good start. I left in a hurry in search of people I could assist. During my travels, I found a little ocelot stuck in a tall tree. Don't worry, I'm coming to get you! With my quick thinking, I used my materials and built up a stairway that wrapped around the tree. Let's get you down, little guy. After that, in the dead of night, I spotted a pig being attacked by a group of zombies. Not on my watch! I fought them all off using my sharp claws and ferocious roar. After a bit of fighting, I managed to clear the area of all hostile mobs. Next, I found a little old lady howler monkey that needed help crossing the Savannah River. I built a quick bridge to help her cross with ease.
Thank you kindly, Agwan.
Finally, having a moment to rest, I reflected on my good deeds. I've been helping people all day, but I don't feel like a better king. Just then, a wild zebra came up to me.
Hey, I lost my most valuable treasure in a jungle pyramid. Can you help me find it?
Of course! I'm always willing to help. On days 16 through 18, I followed the zebra to an ancient jungle pyramid. How did you manage to lose it in there?
I was exploring, and I think I may have dropped it when I set off a trap.
Yikes! Well, I'll get to looking. I entered the pyramid and began to explore. While searching for the zebra's lost valuables, I made sure I was careful not to set off any traps. After a decent amount of walking, I reached the end of the temple empty-handed. Well, this looks like the end, but no treasure to be seen. Just then, I spotted something in the corner of my eye. Ooh, could that be it? Before I could reach it, a monster emerged and snagged it. The swamp thing charged at me and started spawning little swamplings that jumped really high and swarmed over me. I used my roar attack to try to hit them all and swung at the main guy with my sword, hoping to take him out first. I fought and fought until I managed to take out the swamp thing, and all of the swamplings died with him. Sweet! That makes things easier. Once the monster was slain, it dropped the zebra's lost treasure. Whoa, this looks like a very expensive and durable pickaxe. I could definitely use this for my travels ahead. I then returned to the surface to talk to the zebra.
Hey, you made it. Did you find my stuff?
Nope. Sorry.
Really? Aw, man. Well, thanks for trying.
The zebra began to walk away sad, but I soon remembered what my dad told me about being a good king. I have to do the right thing. Hey, wait! I did find it. Sorry. Here you go.
Oh my gosh! You had me there for a second. Thank you. Your honesty reminds me of our lost king. Farewell.
Once the zebra had left, I suddenly gained 3 hearts and a sandstone pickaxe. Whoa, this must have been what my dad was talking about. I'm becoming a better king. On days 19 through 22, back home, I figured it was time to get some rest. When I fell into a deep sleep, I managed to re-enter the dream realm.
Max, you have learned how to be an honest prince, so I will now reveal to you more of your past. Look, Max, everything the light touches is our kingdom.
All of it?
All of it. One day, my son, it will be yours.
Mine? What do you mean?
Eventually, I will pass, and you will become king.
Whoa. What about that shadowy part over there?
That isn't our territory. Never go to that area, child.
But I'm gonna be king. Shouldn't I know about all the areas of the kingdom?
A king who still has to listen to their father.
Yes, sir.
That is the dominion of the hyenas, rivals of lions. They are very dangerous.
That place looks scary.
You might come face to face with something you fear, but a good king needs to be brave for his people.
I think my dad was trying to tell me something. If I want to learn more, I have to learn to be brave. On days 23 through 25, I was out exploring at night. I don't know what my dad was talking about. I'm already super brave. Look at me. It's nighttime and I'm walking around. I don't even care about all the spooky dudes that might be lurking. I kept walking until I reached a forest that I totally wasn't scared of at all, and I continued inside. On second thought, I don't know if I like it in this forest. I think maybe the vibe is off. What was that? Yeah, I really don't like this actually. I think I might... I'm out of here!
What was that guy's deal?
Well, I guess I'm still a scaredy cat after all. On days 26 through 29, I traveled back home to reunite with my new friends. Alright, here we are. Home sweet home. Kind of. It's not exactly in the best shape.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Huh? Hakuna Ma what? What does that mean?
It means no worries.
Yeah, it might not look like we want right now, but with some hard work, we can make this base of yours into something great.
You're right. Let's turn this place into a tropical paradise. With that, we split and I got started by looking around to find any tropical supplies to spruce up the base. With our combined efforts, we managed to find some nicely themed items to add to our build. With the help of Simone and Boombi, we began transforming the base into a land of luxury, adding lots of bamboo, floral touches, and even a waterfall swimming pool. Now that looks like paradise.
It's almost there.
Yeah, we got more work to do with this. Give it some time, it'll be great.
Hakuna Matata?
Now you're getting it.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Now that my mind was more at ease and the base was looking better than ever, I remembered that I needed to discover more ways to be a brave king. On days 30 through 32, I set out on my journey to learn the ways of a brave king. My first thought was to go for a swim through a body of water, knowing it was a cat's worst enemy. This is pretty brave, right? After that, I tried eating some pretty gross looking bugs. Oh man, if I don't get some brave points after this, I'll be sad. I scarfed them down quickly, to then realize Simone and Boombi were snacking on the insects with no problem.
Hey, you gonna eat those?
Ugh, gross. Yeah, these are all yours. I began traveling further away from my base to hopefully come up with more ideas on how to be brave. Sheesh, nothing's been working so far. What do I have to do? Save somebody? After a bit more traveling, it wasn't long before I came across a hyena outpost. Whoa, this place is creepy. I better investigate. I began sneaking around the outpost to see what I could find. During my search, I overheard some hyenas talking with Slash.
I've just received a report from the Elephant Graveyard about how the plan is unfolding.
Ah, yes. How is the plan going?
Let's just say the cat's in the bag. He means we captured the old queen.
The old queen? That's my mom.
Keep it down. Do you want the whole kingdom to know of our plans?
Sorry, sir. Yeah, fool. I was talking in code.
Slash began walking away, and I immediately knew that I had to go save my mom from the elephant graveyard. But for some reason, just thinking about that location made me kinda scared. On days 33 through 35, I traveled to the elephant graveyard to rescue my mom. When I got there, it was scarier than I had imagined. Is it too late to turn back? Soon after entering the frightening area, I found my mom. Mom, it's so good to see you! Before we had time for a reunion, a crazy bird flew up to me. Ah! Don't hurt me, please!
Shh, quiet down. There's a giant hyena monster lurking around.
Excuse me? A what?
Stop talking so loud. Oh, wait. There it is. Run.
Huh? Suddenly, the giant hyena beast the bird mentioned had emerged. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Oh yeah? Just look at you. You're trembling by the sight of me. You're finished.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Fine then. Let's test your might, tiny one.
We both charged into battle to see who was truly the mightiest. The big guy had a pretty strong bite, and he was relentless. But I used my powerful sword to keep him at a distance. I used my axe to fight him off until it broke. After that, I had no choice but to hit him with my pickaxe and roar in conjunction. After our challenging battle, I came out on top. With it, I gained 2 more hearts and a sweet new Keeper of the Heavens / ability. Yes, it looks like I can be brave after all. After that, I quickly broke my mom free and we ran back home to safety. On days 36 through 39, I was visited again by my dad.
Hello, son. Congratulations. It seems you were in fact brave all along.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Also, thank you for saving your mother. She couldn't have asked for a tougher son.
Thanks, Dad.
For your efforts, I bestow you with another memory from your past.
I'm gonna get you! Are you sure we should go into the elephant graveyard? I think it's pretty dangerous.
It'll be fine. Bones are cool. I'm gonna be a scientist when I grow up.
Oh, I'm gonna be king.
Yeah, I know.
Hey there, kiddies. What you doing all the way out here?
Yeah, don't you know you shouldn't be out this far?
No, actually, my friend Kaya just likes bones, but we'll be heading back home now.
No, you're gonna be our dinner.
Run, Kaya!
Kids, get back. You never should have come here. You're too brave for your own good.
No, I'm not! I swear!
You're in big trouble, mister.
I wasn't brave then, but I am now.
Yes, you are. Just don't go doing anything foolish.
I won't.
You should go talk to your mother. She might have some inspiration for where you should go next.
On days 40 through 43, I took my dad's advice and went to talk to my mom.
If it isn't my little hero.
Hey, Mom. I wanted to ask you, do you know what happened to Dad?
No, honey, I really wish I did. He just disappeared one day.
I know I'm next in line to be king, but maybe it's best that Slash took my place. I don't know if I'd be a very good ruler.
No way, that guy is a total jerk. You need to take your rightful place.
But I don't even know the 5 qualities that make a good king.
You will find them all in time. I just know it.
Something about my mom's encouraging words filled me with inspiration. Whoa! How did you do that?
Just a little trick I learned from your dad to inspire people. You should try it sometime.
Being inspiring! That must be one of the 5 qualities. But how do I learn?
You have to come upon it on your own.
Huh. Okay. Wish me luck.
You don't need luck. I know you can do it.
On days 44 through 46, I was looking for ways to be inspirational. Maybe there's something I can add to the base to make it more inspirational. But what to add? Oh, I know! I started placing signs with inspirational quotes around the base to help remind my friends to never give up. What do you think?
It sure is, something?
The signs didn't seem to be working, so I decided to try giving some mobs moral support. Go cow! Eat that grass! Go sheep! Eat that grass! Go pig! Eat that, wow. Do you guys only eat grass?
I like hay, too.
Go fish! Swim! Drink water! Be a fish! Go rhino! Kill that hippo! Oh wait! No, stop! I couldn't let this rhino bully step all over the poor hippo, so I ran in to give him a piece of my mind. The big guy immediately retaliated, ramming his sharp horn at me. I did my best to get some distance whenever necessary, and going in with my Keeper of the Heavens ability when possible. After a lot of back and forth, I managed to take the big rhino down. Woohoo!
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. I was trying to be inspiring, but it looks like I still have a lot to learn. On days 47 through 50, I went back to the elephant graveyard to snoop around and look for clues to my dad's location. I came across a cool looking bone, and it reminded me of Kaya, so I held on to it. Feels like it's been so long since I've seen her. I kept looking around and ran into that bird I saw earlier. Hey there, bird.
Hey, good to see you made it out all right.
Yeah, you too. Do you live here in the graveyard?
Yeah, I've got a little nest inside one of these bones.
Huh, creepy. Well, if you want to live somewhere safer, you can come live at my base.
That would be great.
You haven't happened to see my dad around here, have you?
Your dad, the king? No, I would have told somebody by now if I did.
Yeah, good point. My base is to the south of here if you want to meet me there. You can't miss it.
Okay, see you there.
I kept snooping around for clues until I ran into a group of hyenas.
Well. If it isn't...
I don't have time for this! I charged them, and they swarmed around me. This was the most hyenas I had ever faced, but with my dad's teachings to help me, I was confident I would defeat them. For a moment, it seemed like their numbers might overpower me, but I picked them off one by one and was able to wear them down. I killed all except one of them, who I kept alive for questioning. Where's my dad?
I don't know where he is now, but from what I heard, he was last seen near the canyon.
The canyon. On days 51 through 53, I traveled towards the canyon to find more clues about my dad's whereabouts. Along the way, I came across a sad cheetah. Hey there, what's wrong, buddy?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about changing my whole career because I'm a failure.
I wanted to get to the canyon as soon as possible, but I couldn't leave this cheetah the way they were. I needed to figure out what was truly keeping them so down and in the dumps. What? I'm so sorry to hear that, bud. What happened?
I was running in the biggest race I've been working towards my whole life, and then I tripped. I lost the race all because I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm such a fool.
Oh, come on. You can't just give up now. You can learn from your mistakes. Rise up from the ashes better and stronger than you ever were before.
Huh? You know what? You're right. I am the fastest cheetah in the savannah. I'm gonna show them just how fast I am in the next race.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna start training right away. Thanks for the inspirational pep talk.
Huh. I guess I am pretty inspirational after all. After helping out the cheetah, I gained 5 more hearts and even an elegant balloon, which gave me a jump boost and slowed down my falling. Time to get moving. On days 54 through 57, I finally arrived at the canyon, but the trail had gone cold. I looked around everywhere, and I couldn't find anything to help me locate my dad. Dad! Are you gonna come visit me again? I need your help. I've been really inspiring. I helped the cheetah get its confidence back. I also put up some really inspiring signs. Dad? My dad wasn't answering, and it was getting late, so I decided to make a camp and call it a night. Good night, Dad. Wherever you are. That night, I had a dream about my dad. Dad? Dad! Wake up! Stop playing around. This isn't funny. Help! Somebody! Anybody! My dad is gone. How could this have happened? On days 58 through 61, I made my way back home. Traveling from biome to biome, all I could do was think. I felt like I was so close to finding my dad, but I couldn't believe that he was already gone. Why couldn't you just tell me that I wouldn't be able to see you? I put so much effort into looking for you! I continued walking, but for some reason, I could feel someone's eyes watching over me. Who's out there? Show yourself! No one responded, but I knew someone was following me. After a long, dreadful walk, I had finally arrived back home. Everyone, I have some bad news. I couldn't find him. More like I wasn't gonna find him no matter how hard I tried. He's already gone. We decided to have a funeral and even built a shrine in memoriam for him. Even if I didn't get to meet him, he still helps me a ton every time I see him in the other realm. After all the setup was completed, I got up to the podium to say a speech about my dad. Once my speech was done, my mom came up to me.
Your father was a good man, and even though he's no longer here, I can see him in the young man standing in front of me right now. Be proud, son. You're going to make for a great king someday.
I gotta say, all this talk is making me hungry.
Agreed, my dear friend. How about some smoked pork?
Ooh, sprinkled with some bugs and a side of... Wait.
On days 62 through 65, I was working some more on the base, and making it into the tropical paradise it was meant to be. The bird was there to greet me, so I built them a little room and left them to settle in.
Thanks, I love it.
I added some more detail to the area, and then did some work on everybody's rooms to make them feel more at home. Next, I decorated my dad's memorial to make it honor him as best as I could. Finally, I built a farm that would be an endless source of food to me and my people. Dad would be proud of this place. But it's missing one final touch. I just can't put my finger on what. I went out looking for something to finish up the build. I found some bugs and killed them, but then I was ambushed by a massive beetle. Uh-oh. It charged at me, and the battle began. This was the biggest bug I had ever seen. I didn't even know they got that big. It had a huge knockback and sent me flying up into the air. But with my elegant balloon, I gently floated back down to the ground. The bug was so big and freaky looking that I tried to keep my distance, but it kept charging at me. It chased me into a new area, but then I turned to face it head on. After a couple more slashes, I finally finished it off. After the battle was over, I noticed the bug had dropped a crazy scythe. I was checking it out, but then I looked up and I was confused. Wait, where am I? On days 66 through 68, I was totally lost after my fight with the giant bug. Aw man, this is just great! I looked around to try to find the way back, but it was no use. Nothing looked familiar. Hello? Anybody out there? I just need some directions! Just then, a friendly-looking baboon revealed himself.
Hello there.
Oh my gosh, hi! Thank goodness! Can you help me get out of here?
You are lost, yes?
Yeah, I'm lost. Do you know where the exit is?
Exit? Every direction is an exit. You just need to find it.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. Who are you anyway? You look familiar.
Who am I? I'm Rafi. The real question is, who are you?
Me? Well, I'm Max. I'm a prince.
The prince, huh? Why not the king?
Well, I'm not ready yet, I guess.
Correct you are, but why?
I'm still figuring that out. You seem a little lost too, bub. I'm gonna try to find a way out of here.
Wrong. I'm not the one who is lost. You don't even know how to become a king.
And I suppose you know? Ha!
Wisdom is what you seek. Every king must strive to be wise, just like your father.
Huh? You knew my father?
That's right. But Rafi will teach you. Come, your training starts now.
Rafi ran off into the woods and I chased after him. On days 69 through 72, it was time to begin my training.
Okay, time for some wisdom training. For your first test, you must run to that tree. Retrieve a cocoa bean from the tree and run back as quickly as you can.
Okay, I sprinted to the jungle tree as quickly as possible, collecting the cocoa bean and returning it to Rafi. Okay, now what?
If you were wise, you would have known I was messing with you. Running around will not make you wise.
Huh? What about the bean?
The bean is delicious, but it will not make you wise.
But I thought that's what we were here for!
Wisdom is not something that can be taught. It can only be gained over many years of authentically looking within.
I don't understand. So it's just something you gain over time? I'm not sure how that helps me now.
Yes, you can only gain it with time. But admitting to yourself that you know nothing now is a good place to start. Approach life with honesty in your heart, and you will be rewarded.
Huh. Okay. I'm confused.
It's okay to be confused.
I feel like I learned something, but I don't really know what I learned.
That is what wisdom feels like.
Oh, okay. Suddenly, I gained 5 more hearts. Whoa! Now that's something I understand. On days 73 through 76, after some thoughtful training, I found a spot to rest. But instead of a dream, I had a nightmare.
Come here, little cub.
What is it, Uncle Slash?
This land, it's fraught with disorganization, anarchy.
I don't know. It seems pretty cool to me.
And that's why you shouldn't rule.
What?
If I had my way, if the golden crown were to be worn on my head, all the animals of this kingdom would know true rule.
But Uncle, my dad is the king. And one day I will be too.
Funny, isn't it? Our bloodline dictates who shall control the wills of other people. Not merit, not intelligence, but who your mommy or daddy is.
I think I would be a pretty good king.
Well, that makes one of us, little cub. One of these days, things will be different. Mark my words.
Slash was never in line to be king. How did he manage to take the throne? On days 77 through 80, I was traveling back home when I ran into somebody I recognized. Ow!
Ow!
Oh my gosh! Kaya!
Max? It's so good to see you!
I haven't seen you in so long! I took her to my tropical paradise to show her around. First, we took a ride off the waterfall. Next, we went running through the hills, and finally, we settled down for a picnic in the grass to catch up. I'm not even scared of the bugs anymore, and some of them are actually delicious. Here, try this one.
That is delicious.
So tell me, did you ever become a scientist?
No, I didn't, because we're lions, but I do still collect bones.
Oh, sweet. I found this one at the elephant graveyard and I thought of you.
Whoa, these are some really cool bones. Thank you.
Where have you been all these years?
I've been out seeing the world, but now I've come home to a place I don't recognize.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what's gone wrong. If you don't have a place to stay now, you can live with me here at the base.
I would love to.
On days 81 through 83, I got Kaya settled into the base.
Well, well, well. Who do we have here?
My name's Kaya. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Simone, and this is Boombi.
Hi, are you Max's girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Right. Have fun, lovebirds.
They seem friendly.
Yeah, don't listen to them. Anyways, let's get a room started for you. I began expanding the base further, making a nice room for Kaya to call home.
Wow, Max, this is perfect. Thank you so much.
No prob. Can I show you around the base to get you more acquainted with the place?
That sounds great. Let's go.
I then proceeded to show Kaya all of the cool things our base had to offer, including the memorial to my dad.
This is all so great. But isn't it missing a bug hut?
A what?
A bug hut! I think Simone and Boombi would really like it.
Great idea! Once I finished the bug hut, the base was finally complete. Okay, now this is definitely a tropical paradise. While admiring the finalized build, out of nowhere, a hyena showed up with a message.
Your Uncle Slash is requesting to see you.
Slash? What does he want? On days 84 through 86, I went to the designated spot where the hyena told me to go. Show yourself! An ominous figure appeared from the shadows. It was my Uncle Slash.
Wow, my little cub of a nephew has grown quite a bit.
Don't act so impressed. Why did you ask me to come here?
Whoa there, Tiger. I just wanted to remind you who the real king is here. You can't come here and meddle in my plans.
I think it's pretty clear that none of your subjects like you.
It doesn't matter what they think of me, as long as they fear me.
How did you become king anyway? The last time I checked, I was next in line to rule.
Things change, Max. Your father knows that better than anyone else.
You? What did you do to him? I don't know what came over me, but I was filled with anger. I pounced my uncle as fast as I could. I slashed at him with my Keeper of the Heavens and roared at him, which quickly started to overpower him. I couldn't believe he could do something like that to his own brother. Alone, he was weak, but before I could avenge my father, a bunch of hyenas came out to defend him. While I was distracted by the hyenas, Slash was able to make his escape. I had lost him. All I could do now was leave Pride Rock and go home. On days 87 through 90, I had another dream about my dad.
Ah, brother, thank you for meeting me here.
The stampede is intense today. Be careful. I'll try to break it up.
Right. I knew you would be best for the job.
Slash, what are you doing?
Long live the king.
No! Slash murdered my dad? I'm gonna kill him! Just then, my dad appeared to me once again. Dad, where have you been? I need your guidance.
I think you've been doing just fine on your own.
I can't believe Slash was the one who killed you. I need to avenge your death.
No.
What? No, but he murdered you in cold blood.
You must not kill, son. You need to learn forgiveness.
But he took you away from me. He's evil.
But revenge is not the path of a king.
How am I supposed to learn how to forgive? On days 91 through 93, I traveled around to end up finding a tiger town in shambles. Oh no. What happened here? I entered the destroyed area to find any clues until I ran into a resident with some information.
Our town's guard turned on our people and attacked us. I think he headed east of here to wreak more havoc.
Why would he do that?
Apparently, Slash offered countless riches, but his betrayal is one that cuts deep.
I know that all too well. Don't worry, I'll take care of him for you. I then headed east to locate this traitor to answer for his crimes. It wasn't long until I found the guard I was looking for. Hey, in the name of the kingdom, stop right there.
Who's gonna stop me? You?
That's right, bub. Hey-ya! We both charged into battle, not knowing who would come out victorious. The elephant guard might have had me in size, but my claws were sharp and deadly. His hulking size packed some serious punch, but it was no match for my lion's strength. With one final blow, I brought the town's guard down.
I'm sorry. Do what you must.
He looked towards the ground in defeat, ready to accept his fate. I can't do it. This isn't right. Instead of finishing off the guard, I locked him up in the town's jail to think about what he's done. Once I was done, a thought came over me. This must be forgiveness. Just then, I gained a new splash potion of regeneration and 3 more hearts. I guess I learned how to be forgiving? But I don't forgive Slash. Ugh, why is being a king so confusing? On days 94 through 96, I returned home. Now that I had the 5 qualities of being a good king, I was ready to take on Slash and take my rightful place on the throne. I gathered all of the supplies I would need to take him on, and then I gathered all of my friends to say some parting words. Thank you all for your support in my journey. I'm gonna end this once and for all. If Slash doesn't fall, then I will, but I definitely won't go down without a fight.
Good luck, son. I know you won't need it. Be safe out there, okay?
You got this, Max.
Oh, Boombi, I'm gonna miss you the most of all.
Goopy boopy doo!
Hey, be safe out there, kid.
With that, I left my base behind, but I had one last place to visit before confronting Slash. On days 97 through 98, I traveled to Rafi to tell him about my achievements. I walked for a long time, but as I was getting closer, something caught my eye. Huh, what's that over there? In the distance was a ground filled with various skulls. Huh, these things don't look like any animals I've ever seen. Is this a graveyard? What happened here? Suddenly, the tombstone nearby began to speak.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
The monstrous voice was coming from the tombstone in front of me. It's me, the rightful king of this land.
King? Then why do you sound so afraid, King?
I'm not afraid. Just who are you anyways?
I am a king from many years ago. A true and rightful ruler. One who led with an iron fist.
Oh yeah? At least I'm not afraid to show my face, unlike you. Just where are you anyways?
Afraid? Don't test me, false king. I'll show you the immense power I possess.
Suddenly, a monstrous creature appeared out of nowhere.
I am the Skeleton King. Let us have a battle to the death, King.
At the drop of the hammer, he immediately summoned his minions. Easily a dozen undead skeletons were spawned in. I was trembling in fear, but I needed to man up for this fight or this could really be the end of me. They launched a flurry of flying skulls and arrows. I began dwindling down their numbers, starting with the king's summons. With my Keeper of the Heaven by my side, I struck down one skeleton after another. There were just so many. By the time I reduced them down to a few, I began focusing my attacks on the king. He swung his hammer with sheer force, but luckily it was slow. I was easily able to dodge and maneuver around him and consistently attack him from his sides. I could sense that his health was low, so with one last lunge, I delivered the final blow and defeated the Bone King. Ha! Who's the real king now? But he was right about me being afraid at first.
Hey.
What are you still doing alive?
Well, I'm like already dead, bro.
Oh yeah. The skeleton wanted to thank me for stepping up to his king.
Everyone was terrified, but no one really liked him. We all talked poorly of him amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I just hope I won't end up like him. I want people to like me for who I am.
You will. I know it. I can sense it in your soul.
Whoa. The skeleton said some words of encouragement until ultimately it was time to go back to the afterlife.
It was nice talking to you, Lion Bro. You have a good one, all right?
Okay, thank you. Say hi to my dad for me.
What?
And just like that, he vanished. What a cool guy. Oh wait, I gotta go meet Rafi. Upon arriving, I found that Rafi had already been waiting for me.
Ah, Max, I was expecting you.
You were expecting me? But I showed up uninvited.
Well, I could feel it in the wind. You've learned all 5 qualities of being a good king. Now you must face your toughest foe yet.
I'm scared, but I also know that this is what I must do. Win or lose, I have to take back the kingdom.
Exactly right, my boy. Although, I am sensing a bit of uncertainty in your voice.
Yeah, I know my dad told me to forgive others, but what Slash did was unforgivable.
Why, you are correct. Returning cruelty with more cruelty will only keep more evil in the world. Slash must be punished. Maybe not in the way that you think.
Huh, I think I know what you mean about wisdom. I have to learn more over time. Thank you, Rafi.
Of course. Now go reclaim your throne.
After talking with Rafi, he really helped me clear up my doubts. My objective was even more clear than before. I can do this. I will do this! On day 99, I arrived at Pride Rock to find that it was engulfed in flames. Hyenas were everywhere, but I could see my uncle waiting at the peak of the rock. I'm coming for you, Slash! I headed towards Pride Rock as one hyena after the next lunged at me. I was outnumbered, but not outmatched. I used a combination of my roar as well as my Keeper of the Heaven to take down each dog one by one. I had grown so strong that I could take most of them down in a single hit. Thanks to all the strength I had gotten over my journey, I was able to defeat the hyena army and reach the top of Pride Rock where Slash was waiting.
You show your face after our last encounter.
I've gotten stronger since the last time we met. You'll pay for what you did to my father.
Well. Looks like you finally remember. Yes, I killed the king and took what was rightfully mine.
It's not yours! Hand over the throne now or face my power!
Foolish little lion, you know well that I would be a far better ruler than you. Both you and your father never had the spine to be the leader these lands need.
I think the only spineless one here is you. You won't even fight me yourself. I've had to fight your goons.
You want to face me? Fine. Come get me!
Without another word, the two of us charged at each other. On day 100, I was in the middle of my final battle for the throne with Slash. He was incredibly powerful. His massive fangs weren't just for show. Each attack he managed to land on me dealt massive damage. I tried using my Tide Dweller on him, but it immediately broke. Slash took the opportunity to lunge at me with his claws. His speed and power were unlike anything I had faced before. I had to change my course of action before I was overwhelmed by his strength. I activated my potion of regeneration and began to chip away at his health with my abilities. My roar was helpful in keeping distance, and in combination with my Keeper of the Heaven, I was a strong opponent too. The battle was fierce, but finally, after using all of the abilities I had gathered, I was able to bring my uncle to his knees.
Looks like I've been outmatched. Finish this.
I prepared to make the finishing blow. This was it. Finally, I would take revenge for what my uncle had done to my father. But just then, I remembered his words.
You must not kill, son. You need to learn forgiveness.
This isn't right. I put away my weapon and backed down. I won't stoop to your level.
What? No. I'd rather die than serve under you.
I'm not a murderer, Slash. It's over. Like clockwork, a hyena came up and took the false ruler away. Slash would be imprisoned for his crimes. With Slash put in his place, I was now the king of the Pride Lands. I did it!